Good evening and welcome to the Marshall Hangout with myself, Kerry-Anne, and the super duper amazing Jay Burns. Hey Jay.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm so good, how are you?
I'm very good. It's super duper. That's
you are super duper.
Can't help but smile.
I've really wanted you on the show for so long, but you're one of the only artists, and you won't know this, but obviously we've all been friends and kind of family now after so many years in the music industry, but I think you're kind of a little intimidating.
I don't know why you would say that. No, I think maybe it's I don't know. I don't think I'm intimidating. You know, like I don't see myself as intimidating. But the one time there was a gig. I remember a guy said to me, "I want to come watch his band Fuzigish," but there was this big bald guy in the middle. I got a bit scared, and then that big bald guy got up on stage and sang. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not really up." So this is I'm not intimidating. Hey.
No, you're an amazing human, but every now and again I get a little nervous because you're and again, you're gonna go, okay, Kerry-Anne, but I think you're just such a rock star in the music industry, and you're just so incredible at what you do. And not many people, like, it took me a while to ask you to be on this show.
Thanks very much.
I was like,
well, it's great to be here. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's rewind to the beginning.
Whoa.
Of time. BC. BCUC. Before BCUC.
Before COVID, before cell phone.
Before all of that. I think when I met you, they weren't cell phones.
No, it's true.
But you were at school. Where did you grow up?
Johannesburg, born and bred. Yeah, well, actually, I mean, born in Benoni. Okay. Age of 3, moved to Joburg, thankfully, and not that. And then just grew up in Joburg, really. So I mean, I'm a Joburger.
Okay. And when did you decide you were going to get into music, get into a band? And did you ever think you would be one of the top headlining bands in the country?
Well, at first, I mean, my father used to play a lot of music around the house, you know, had a huge vinyl collection. My brother was into music, sisters that listened to some types of music. But basically I was surrounded with music, and it was piano and stuff. And I wasn't really into it much, but like I used to listen to it a lot, you know, but then somewhere around the age of 14 or so, I kind of just decided to start playing the guitar, you know.
You had an itch you had to scratch.
Yeah, and once I started that, it was a downward spiral. I played that for like, I went to lessons. I convinced my mother. My mother said to me, if you can string this guitar, we had this old guitar that was battered and, you know, like lying around. If you can string it, you know, if you get it strung, then I'll take you to lessons. Hopefully, I think she was thinking that I would never get that, you know, giving me a task. And then I managed to get it strung, and she's like, okay, well, I'll take you to lessons. So that's how it began. And 3 months into the lessons, I was like, oh, my fingers are sore. I don't really like guitar, really. My mom was like, no, you got to give it a year now.
Wow, how cool. Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. And once you get past the sore fingers, it was great. So from there on, I think it was just a matter of realizing, trying to find people to jam with, the eternal quest, and then write a song, and then get somebody to sing the song, and then so it's just a gradual steps, you know.
I just think those little gradual steps brought you to this family of musicians that you have in Fuzzy, and you all just have such chemistry. It's insane how you just all lift each other up, you know.
Yeah, it's just like a natural thing that you get along. I mean, obviously there's been changes through the years, but the lineup we have now is been together for ages, and you just get to know each other, and you do become a bit like family, for better or for worse. But you are like that, and and the other thing is, it's a great way to meet so many people. I mean, just the things that music has taken me to meet you, to be here. Just there's so many. It's such a journey, which is such a great thing.
It is beautiful.
I remember setting up at a horse racing tab. We were setting up, and there were still the horses, and we were like, out the way, you know, we were like trying to set up our stuff. And I was
no way!
In Alberton, and I was thinking to myself, I wouldn't be here.
Ever?
there I was. I got a story, you know. So that's, I think, one of the great things about music for me is just it takes you places.
Yeah, it does. It really does. You do meet crazy people, amazing people, and lifelong friends, and you get to play horse races.
Yeah, and you know what? It's like there's some people that you see in that whole, like, you know, you see them. You're like the tribe, hey.
It is a tribe. It is
Very
such a
much
tribe.
so.
What's that reality show where everyone gets the little thing?
Oh yeah, Survivor. Hey,
Survivor Island or whatever. And I feel like we're all on a little island.
Indeed.
And most of us are together and we're supporting each other. And every now and again you get a little sneak that comes along. And they're like, nope, I'm going to get rid of that guy. He's doing way too well. Bloop.
There's a meme that goes around like with the guy sneering like this. And he says that's the highest compliment a musician can give another musician.
Oh.
So,
Is he doing too well
damn,
right now?
that song's nice. Yeah, it's too good. Yeah,
That's hilarious. That's so cool.
So,
but,
yeah, I mean, that's the story. And then, you know, find people, convince people to play instruments. Like, you know, hey, why don't you get some drums? and try to find singers forever. And eventually decided, nah, like, I'm just going to just sing. I'm going to just get through this, you know?
Yes, and you did.
Well, at first it took a while to get going. You got to find your
groove, but you absolutely found it. And watching a Fuzigish gig, there's almost nothing like it. There's almost nothing like it. The energy is unbelievable and so contagious, and everyone's just on the same level. They just want to try and get as hot, sweaty, and like close as possible, right?
It is, yeah, it's an endorphin rush of note. It's definitely, it's a symbolic
I wish
thing.
you could be in the crowd at a Fuzigish gig. Because
I'm happy with but sometimes I look I go, I would never be in there. That's crazy what's going on there.
There's always nothing like it.
It's I think, and it's been a while, obviously, with all this pandemics and stuff that we haven't played for ages. So we've got a gig coming up at the end of the month. I'm nervous, and I'm excited because I'm like, oh, do I know this too still? You know, but it's going to be great to play again, and just that energy because like we put out energy, crowd puts out energy. It just escalates and escalates, which I've always thought is this kind of...
Maybe that's why the fuzzy gigs work so well, because you're putting out so much energy, the whole band. And the crowd are really, really feeling from that and going, we can do it better. And then and it's like, it is this craziness at a fuzzy gig.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it because, I mean, the crowd, the people are there are a huge part of it. That's why, whenever we made music videos, we're like, what should we do for this music? Let's just film a gig because the shows that's the most excitement, you know.
Yeah.
So I think, and luckily we have a lot of people that really like us. So sing along.
Well done.
I don't have to remember the words, which is great.
No one else will recognize the fact that you
They'll tell me, hey, you messed up that one.
That's very cool. And talking about Fuzzy, you've got a huge milestone coming up.
I know. Can you believe it? I think I'm going to need a drink just over there behind you, just quickly, before we. Cut. Edit. No, that's the. This is the way it is.
Yeah. These guys are celebrating 25 years.
Can you believe it?
Soon, which.
I'm not even 25 years old.
We started BC.
Yeah. 1997. I mean, that's like kind of when the origins of Fuzigish go back.
Unreal.
It is great. Yeah, that seems like, well, that's a long time ago.
Quarter of a century ago, to be precise.
Just a music phase. He's going through a music phase.
Your mom was like, you can stop now. Stop now. But we were talking in the break about all the times we party together, and I remember like partying with you hard. And it was one night we did one of those New Year's parties in Hatfield Square.
Sure. They used to have a big party there.
Yes, and I think Barney was DJing or emceeing, and I think Perez may have been on the lineup, but it was that time. Wow. And then I think Big Willie, whose birthday was just recently, happy birthday!
Yeah.
had a party at his house, and I
Yes.
think, and then another time we all thought it was
a long time
really,
ago.
really clever to drink those double cane and cream sodas at the Colony.
You know, and there's actually photographic evidence of that, which like obviously somebody photoshopped those onto our hands. You know, I was like, what were we thinking?
We would never have done that.
But they call it the cane train.
The cane train. Whoop, whoop.
Classy, all the way here. That's the way to go. Oh, you know, it was just the chop off the top. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's just from. I don't drink as much as I used to.
No, you're always pretty well composed compared to me. So just, if you party next to me, you'll always look like the better one in the group.
Deal.
You've always got to hang out with someone slightly more dodgy.
It was like after they.
You're welcome.
Hey, it's always great to hang out. And I tell you what, like, I had my guitar serviced, and the guy was like, you know, we found it's a hollow body, so. You know, got the F holes, and what happened was they found Jägermeister in, you know, the guy was like, we found Jägermeister in your guitar. and like, kind of like, and I felt a little bit bad, but I said, it wasn't mine, I promise you. It was somebody else's throwing it across, and it probably was. I mean, we've been hit by shoes, and, you know, everything's get thrown around, and it's crazy. And when you see some of the pictures or whatever, you've been to the show, like, it's right up.
It is, it's full on. And it's definitely not your Jägermeister, that's ridiculous.
Like, you know, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen at the end of the month when we jam, and like how the new landscape.
The new old dash semi-medium. Yeah. That's going to be fun. That's going to get crazy, and I can't wait for that to happen.
I think we're all excited.
I'm just so relieved that you're all able to jam again. I think it was one of the hardest things for everyone to go through, but musicians in particular were, I think
so.
Performing live and being surrounded by that energy, when it gets taken away, it's almost suffocating, really.
The art suffered hugely.
Yeah.
And for us, luckily we recorded an album during this time, so it was a goal, something to aim for. Because other things we would have gone mad.
Yeah.
You know, probably.
But this is the thing. So many of the artists were lucky enough to buckle down and create. So there's so much new material coming out right now.
There's a wave, a tidal wave of stuff coming.
Yeah, there's a wave, and it's not with a number. It's just a wave of music. No numbers attached. But yes, tell us about this new little journey you're on. You're working with a phenomenal producer by the name of Matthew Fink. You're also working with Mongrel Records and Warren. Tell us about what you're up to at the moment.
Yeah, that was a blessing because it came around about a year ago. You know, this Rockwell, Malcolm, bass player, he was like, he's been speaking with Warren, and I thought, well, okay, they're chatting. You know, I didn't know what to think of it, but then we had a meeting, and then a meeting turned into like a suggestion, and then suddenly this was, and then basically, Mongrel was like, we want to put out an album, and they're part of Just Music, so Matthew Fink is just works with Just Music. You know, and I've always wanted to work with Matthew. We've been like kind of seeing each other around for ages, chatting and trying to say, we should do something sometime. Yeah, sure, let's do something sometime. Yeah, let's do something. But we really wanted to, and we've always recorded with John Paul, B Sharp out, and we've had a great time with him. He's always been a great to work with. So it was we had to get out of that. We had to.
I think the thing is, you've had a beautiful relationship with him, but sometimes you just got to freshen it up with a different sound.
We needed to do that, exactly.
Yeah,
we just want it for ourselves as well.
Exactly.
Because you learn every time, you know.
Exactly.
And so we're so excited to work with Matthew because he's like, you know, I know his reputation, and I just had a feeling that it would work well. Just hanging with him. You know, that's how you suss these things out. And then, so we started off, so then it was like, the meeting was, do you have music? Do you have some good demos? Sure, yeah, we've got loads of demos. Yeah, let's make some demos quickly. The truth was, I had a few, but we had to quickly, but because we were all isolated, it gave me a chance to work. I said, okay, I'm gonna work on it. I'll do the songs and send them out to the band, and the band just gave me feedback. And so we did this whole kind of modern approach to that whole, normally
What?
you'd get together in the band room and I'd have a riff and maybe a phrase, and then we'd kind of thrash it out. So this one was like actually complete a whole thing, send it out, see what everybody says. And everybody was going, yeah, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So I was like, I am on a roll. And so they were like, yeah, just carry on going, man. This is working. So then Matthew came around and he sat with me, listened to the demos, got his head around what we were trying to do. It was a great process because he was right there from the beginning. And then we just went for it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I keep on going around to Justin. I'm like,
I know.
play me a little something. He's like, no, we can't. We can't do that. I'm like,
there are rules there. There are rules there.
play me a little something, just a snippet.
Show me your cover or something.
I just can't wait. I'm there all the time, and he's doing so much and working with so many of my favorite artists at the moment that I can't wait to have this wave of new music come out, and I can't wait to hear the new fuzzy stuff.
He's got a great way of working with you, like and you listen to your ideas, and he just suggests stuff, and it felt like very natural.
Amazing.
So
yeah,
that was
an
great.
organic approach where everything is just kind of just flows. I think makes it quite cool, like a very effortless dash thrash fuzzy sound. And it is. You've got a bit of a sneaky different sound on this.
It's like because it's got the horns.
Yeah.
It's got the guitars. But it's got its own thing. It's definitely
There's
unique.
something
It's
very, very exciting coming with the new Fuzzy album.
Yeah.
I did knock Matthew out and listen to a snippet or two. He doesn't know about that. Sorry, Matthew. but I promise you, this new Fuzzy album is going to blow your minds and your socks right off. So get ready to celebrate the 25th birthday of Fuzigish.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite
coming out next year.
something. And it's next year.
Yeah, they're going to release the song this year.
Yeah.
So, soon, Believer, it's going to
Soon.
come out soon.
Yeah. So watch this space. Check out Fuzigish on all social media platforms. Re-listen to the old stuff and get ready for something new. It's going to be flippin' cool. Okay, so you've also got Rambling Bones, and I'm a massive fan of Rambling Bones.
Yeah, the rambling is, I must be honest, like we've been like on the chill,
You have been?
Yeah, and our drummer, he's
Thanks a lot.
gone somewhere else. No, he went traveling and stuff,
Yeah.
and so it's cool. And I suppose
Are you looking to do something with Rambling again in the next couple of months?
I feel the need to just be playing and do stuff just from purely. We used to call it therapy. That was our jam sessions, and then we have gigs on the side.
Yeah.
But I think we're keen. We just got to make it happen now. We've kind of been like in that. Yeah, we're going to do it. But now we must just do it.
Yeah.
So I think we might do something soon. So.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
I'm
we've got the
such a big
three-piece.
fan.
We might do a three-piece thing and actually take out, without the drums, and just take it into a more intimate kind of place.
I know the venue, I know the date. It's done. I've already booked you in my mind.
And that's what it's about, because now we have a guy and we've got to be there. So
Yes,
let's go.
you got to be there. Okay, cool. And now we've spoken about the music. We've spoken about what's to come, which is really, really exciting.
Yeah.
But now those ridiculous, fun questions, which are
Bring
not
them on.
or related too much to
really
the music, but you are.
Virgo.
And he likes walks in the park. But you are going to jail. You've done something terrible.
Yeah.
Which is terrible for you. I'm so sorry. You're going to be in jail for 1 year, and you have to spend.
Oh gosh.
You have to spend 1 year in jail with five.
In South Africa, yeah, like
Five SA musos. I mean, your band can come and go.
Okay,
They can
like the
come
whole
and
band is-
visit.
okay.
So you don't.
It's
You
nice
don't have to-
jail. I like this
yeah,
one.
Yeah, they can bring you snacks and give you your whole free money with things and cigarettes to
Okay,
bribe.
okay.
Who are your five SA musos?
I mean, you put me on the spot here. You put me in the big time on the spot here.
Saz, I would die if someone asked me the same question.
I'm trying to think, because I mean, if the obvious thing would say, "Oh, the guys in my band," but
No.
I can't say that, hey, because
No.
that would be like a bit of a thing. I like to hang out with Martin Scarfield.
Oh, Scofie.
Yeah. I think he's got.
He's always got a switchblade.
Yeah, and
So that's good.
He plays guitar, so I could learn a few chops. Would be great.
There
so
we
yeah,
go.
he's a switchblade, and he's a funny guy.
Jokes, a switchblade, and good at
Yeah.
Fucking music.
And I got a feeling that he's got some street cred.
No, he's got. I'm telling you, when he gave me a denim jacket, he's like, "There's a pocket knife in there for protection." So, like, he can totally protect you. Okay,
Cool,
good one,
cool.
good one.
Let's carry on. I think. I think Lee Lips. What the hell? Lee Lips. Yeah.
That's probably not the way he sounds.
I mean, trumpets.
Yeah, maybe more like that.
But so he'd be great, he could play those kind of bluesy, jazzy trumpet bits.
Also a funny guy.
Echo down the halls
Good
and
at
the
hugs.
reverbs in the jail. Yeah, he's good. And I mean, I did share Christmas with him once, and it's very interesting because his mother's got a very strong Scottish accent. And he speaks like this, and then as soon as he speaks to his mum, he's like, "Oh, hear it." I don't know why.
Schofield does that with being Scousers, so I think it's going to sound
It's like,
hilarious
it's gonna
in
be
your jail cell.
So that's it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Yeah. So that's two.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
two. That's cool. Hey.
I think let's. I don't know if there's space or anyone else.
It's gonna be,
No, there's no space for anyone else. Sorry. Whoever wants to be in the car, spaces are filled.
I love you to all be in this jail with me, but no.
Talking about Pippi now.
Sure. That would also be good.
A really nice car.
Yeah,
It's going to come with cigars and
good
whiskey
style.
and such good style.
And street cred, so it's cool. I'll be like.
That's your
safe.
third guy.
There we
Okay.
are, done. Sounds good to me. And then,
Okay.
Yeah, what the hell? Now I'm on a roll there. Richard Brain, the app.
Yes.
Sounding good, this band.
Okay, now it's done. Good job.
Yeah, sweet, done.
It went from like 0 to
See you guys
the
in
best.
See you guys in Sun City.
Okay, cool, amazing. Book you're reading right now, or one that's kind of really, really touched you, or you've really dug reading in the last little while.
Book I'm reading, I mean, I'm trying to think if I've read anything in the last while that's been, I'm kind of, I read a lot of things like manual things like that. I just read like, music production, or,
No way, really?
that kind of stuff that I always think is really interesting, but nobody else, kind of okay, that's. So that kind of.
So you can't go.
I can't really comment. Yeah, I mean, if I had to think of a book that I've read in the last while that I really enjoyed, there's one called The Taverns of Cape Taverns or something like that. It's all just about the history of Cape Town and all the ghost stories
cool.
and all this kind of thing,
cool.
which is great because just to find out about where you live and in Cape Town being probably the oldest, more or less, kind of establishment like that kind of. And the whole history there or whatever.
That's cool.
So it was cool. It was good. It was
cool.
a long time ago though. I've been very bad at reading books lately.
No, I'm the slowest reader in the world, but I've read some really goodies. But I read music.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I read like everybody's biography.
Yeah.
And then I realized that they're like pretty much the same because start off, get to the top, binge, become arrogant, fall over. Rehab, come back. And so I was thinking of releasing a book that says, artist name here, and then you just biography, it's 101. It feels like it's the same story all the time.
It is almost the same story, actually.
And I think there was a time when I did read a lot of those. True.
Yeah, but they were all the same, and then you stopped. Good series.
We were at the top. Yeah.
Good series.
Good series. What has been watching? I was watching Squid Games. That was pretty cool.
Holy shit,
good.
dude!
It takes another tug of war.
Squid Games, and apparently, and I just heard this. There's this whole fan page about where they analyze. I suppose I can't give it away if you haven't watched it, but they analyze it and they point out all the things, pointing out to who is the winner and the guy behind it all. And and then you actually, if you watch it back, you're like, what? I should have seen that. And it's a whole thing.
Well, I haven't finished it yet, so I'm looking forward to it.
Wow, okay, it's going to blow your mind. Okay, good one. Last one, yes?
Yes. No, it's like you're going to spend a lot of time with these series, so you got to invest your time. So you watch one and you figure, So if you get to 2, I'm up to 3.5 now. So.
Okay, well, you're
That's it.
gonna. I
After
loved
Lost.
it. It was unreal.
See, I got into Lost, and then I felt like I'd wasted a bit of my life because in the end there was no resolution to
No,
it.
there was no resolution because there was a monster, and then they
What was
went
that?
backwards and
And it
forwards
was a
in
dream.
time.
That was the
But like
cop-out.
the first 5,000 seasons of Lost were amazing,
was.
and then it kind of went
Started,
down a
yeah,
very
exactly.
it's like weird
It
wormhole.
was burnt.
Yes. It did. Who plays you in your biography?
But the band. You got me here. You got me stumped.
I keep stumping you.
I got no idea, to be honest. Yeah, I can't even think of. I'll try and think of a name, like, you know. But
If you can think of who should play J Bones in his life story, let us know in the comments after you watch this episode.
That'd be
'cause
great.
That
I
would
would
be
like to know
super
myself.
fun. That would be fun and very, very interesting. And if you want to,
Mr. T, you know, whatever.
Mr. T. Amazing. Jay, your songs have always had like a rad message, but they've also been super, super high energy and fun and cool. You have changed things up slightly for the new release, but there's always been some kind of a message out there. So if you were in charge of the world for one day, what message are you throwing out to the peeps out there?
We need to look after each other and look after this environment, like look after our natural world around us that's kind of disappearing. That's what I'd say, because that's like the most important thing. I think it's just like the spaces we have, and you know, all these that are being basically eroded away, the forests, the land, all being. So I'd say that would be my message. I'd try to push that through, because I think we can, you know.
I think we can. We can all do better.
Yeah.
And I think every small change causes a big reaction.
Well, I think so, because I think like one of the songs on the album basically says we like to destroy, we like to create, which is true, because we love doing both. Humans just like we love a problem, and then we love to solve it, and then we solve that problem, and then the thing that we solve it with creates another problem, and then we solve that, and it just keeps our little minds ticking. It's part of our way, you know, because it kind of feels like ever since we started making something with fire, there was pollution, or there was a byproduct that was bad, and then we fix that, and then we carry on, you know.
Yeah.
So I think we're creative enough. We can. It's just a matter of will and politics.
I'm hanging out with J Bones from Fuzigish. Watch out for their new album. It really is quite special. And they're celebrating 25 years. So please wish them a very happy birthday. That's next year. Wish them in the comments section. And we need to know who you think should play J Bones in his movie of his life. But dude, it's been fun partying with you. It's been fun drinking on the cane train with you, and I can't wait to party with you again soon.
Soon, it's coming. Hey,
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's great to be here. Thanks so much for inviting me.
Thank you. Anything else you'd like to add before we say bye?
Boy.
No. Stumped you again.
I've been stumped. I'm just.
You're a stumpter.
I'm a terrible interview.
No, you're not. That was amazing.
And you fell over. Yeah,
if you haven't been to a Fuzzy gig, where the heck have you been? But also make sure to catch the gig at the end of the month. We'll put the comments right here or here or here somewhere on the screen.
And the email address is.
And to get your tickets, go to this address. But go and check out Jay and his band. Wish them a very happy birthday. 25 next year in 2022. And let's look after the world and our friends around us, and let's just keep on rocking.
Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much to Marshall Music. I'm Kerry-Anne. This is J Bones. And check out Fuzigish. Bye.